Hey, welcome to Tony's Cool Tools. Glad you could stop by. So on today's video, I'm going to show you how to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Now I know a number of you are going to say that processing firewood relaxes you, and I totally agree. But I think there's two different kinds of stress relievers, and that is fire and water. And let me explain. Sitting by a lake, a pond, or a stream really relaxes you. There's just something about it. And then add a fire to that equation, and it even gets better. So when a company contacted me and asked me if I wanted to play with fire, I was all over it. And the company I'm referring to is Warm Bond. If you read their vision or mission statement, it's super simple. They just want to produce a quality product that's stylish and multifunctional. And the other thing Warm Bond is looking to do is get people back in tune with nature and spending time with family and friends around the fire pit. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to have a surprise for each and every one of you. Now, the interesting thing about the Bond stove is that it's multifunctional. Though it's a fire pit, it's compact, portable, smokeless, but best of all, you can cook on it. Now, the Bond stove is extremely easy and beneficial to use if you're RVing, if you're camping, heading to the beach, or if you do a lot of entertaining on your patio. So my UPS driver commented on how he loved this box because of these unique handles here. Super easy to carry it inside for me. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the box and give you a tip how to use it later on. You can typically tell a lot about a company by the way they ship their products and the way they package it. I'm sure Warm Bond used a packaging design team to develop this and to pack it perfectly, as you can see here. So let's unbox this and see what comes with a standard Warm Bond fire pit. So here's what comes with a standard Bond stove. Firstly, like IKEA furniture, there is some assembly required. However, it's so simple and everything comes with it. First, you get the stove itself. Next, you get the heat shield that goes right on the bottom here. And it does come with the Allen key and hardware. So there's only 4 screws here that are necessary to be put in. That's it. After you install the insulation plate, you just screw these feet pad on, and if you notice, there's 5 holes in here. I'll explain those in a bit, but the center one here, you just put the insert or the bolt that's on it, turn it, and that's it. You're finished. I'll explain why the other holes are there in a minute. So after you attach your feet, everything is downhill from there. The next thing you do is you take the removable ash pan here with the handles and just set it inside. After that, you have your combustion grate also with handles here, and you set that inside. After installing the legs, you only have 2 other items. The multifunctional shield here that goes right on here, and the cooking grate that goes right here. And Warm Bond also supplies you with these fire starter rings. Basically, there's 5 of them in there, and they have this cardboard paper. You just light that up, put it at the bottom, put some kindling on, and your job is done. In addition to that, you get this poker here that not only you can stir the fire with, but you can also take this grate off if you need to, for whatever reason, if you want to douse the fire or put more wood in, you can. So if you're going to store your Warm Bond fire pit outside, it does come with this cover as well. Warm Bond has thought of everything. They even supply you with a carry bag here. So if you're going to the beach or, as I said, camping or RVing, has this Velcro fastener on here. Fasten that. Comes up with the handles. Now you can just walk away. So let me take you through the specs on this Bond stove. First, let me give you the measurements. It's 19.6 by 19.6 by 17.4 tall. And it weighs 35.5 pounds. Now the inside here is made of stainless steel, and the outside is made of nano ceramic. Super easy to clean, should last a lifetime. And the secret to their smokeless fire is these dual air chambers here at the top. It allows for more oxygen to come through and burn the smoke off before it goes through the top. So the cool thing about your Warm Bond fire pit is that you have 3 fuel options. You can use your standard wood pellets, or your charcoal. I get a lot of this for my outdoor wood boiler, so I think I'm going to be using quite a bit of that, as well as the wood here. This stuff gets expensive, but you can use it because they make a lot of different flavors, so if you're cooking with it, it does make sense to use the wood pellets. So I wanted to show you a couple other accessories that you can order with your Warm Bond fire pit, and that is casters for the bottom. I told you that it had feet pads and there were 5 different holes in there. So I could just unscrew the feet pad that are on there and install these. And these are locking casters as well. So it makes it easy for making it a mobile fire pit. I went ahead and switched out the stationary feet pads to the swivel rollers here. It'll make it much easier for me to roll on the deck or move it around in my garage, or pretty much anywhere that has asphalt or concrete or hard surface. So the last thing I wanted to show you was the grill kit for your Warm Bond fire pit. Let me show you what it comes with. It comes with a thermometer. I'll show you where it goes in just a moment. It does come with this nice barbecue kit, tongs and skewers if you're doing marshmallows or hot dogs. It does come with a right-handed glove, very similar to a welding glove. Sorry, lefties, they don't make a left-handed glove. And it does come with this dome, very similar to like a Weber grill dome that you can control the heat source right here. Let me show you now how some of this works. You have your multi-functional shield here that has this hole. You put your thermometer in here so you know what the heat is when you're cooking. Next, you have your dome that just goes right on top there and your heat control right here. How much better does it get than that? So I told you earlier I'd mention something about this box, and that is it's made of sustainable material. And check this out. It doubles as a firewood carrier. You can cut the window out of here and stack your firewood and then carry it with the handles easily. They've thought of everything, those Bond people. Okay, I told you all about the Bond stove. Let's go ahead and try it out. I'm going to use the supplied rings, the fire starter rings that they give me. And I do have some chips here, some pine chips. We'll see if we can't get this started and how long it's going to take us. There we go. I thought it'd burn a little quicker, but it's not too bad. Put some of the pine chips in. Get some of the small, now this is hickory I'm using because I'm probably going to cook at some point with it, so I wanted to try it out. And naturally it's going to smoke at first. But I've got the timer on here and we'll see how long it gets before we get a nice blaze going. And here we are at 5 minutes. And as you can see, the smoke died down quite a bit, so I'm going to add some more fuel to the fire. Now, as you can see, we're at 10 minutes, and there's no smoke. It does what it says it does. I'm going to go ahead and put the top diffuser on, or the top bracket on, and I'm going to put the grill on because I'm going to go ahead and cook something a little later, as soon as this dies down a bit. But as you can see, it does what it says. No smoke, very quick. Within 10 minutes, I had a beautiful fire going here, and I can stick some more wood in if I choose to. Now, a couple other things. As I said, I'm going to be cooking a little bit later on, so I'm going to take the grate and put that on. But after I'm done and I want to extinguish the fire, I could just let it go out, or I can take the dome, put the dome on it, and that'll shut it off. Or lastly, if you really need to kill it real quick, kill the fire real quick, you can douse it with water. No problem at all. So if you've stuck around this far, I told you I'd have a surprise for everyone, and that is, typically when I do a giveaway, the companies allow me either a 5%, 10%, or maybe on the high end a 15% discount. Warm Bond has been extremely generous and is offering Tony's Cool Tools viewers a 30% discount on your purchase for the upcoming holidays, naturally. So I'll have information in the info section below, but the promo code is COOLTOOLS30. That's COOLTOOLS 30. That's all you have to do. I hope you've enjoyed this video and the Warm Bond stove. I think it's pretty cool, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this on my deck and on the patio. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and give me a thumbs up as well. And remember, pass it forward, make the world a better place. And don't be a tool. Watch Tony's Cool Tools. Until I see you next time, have a great day.